My girlfriend and I broke up, and it's been harder than any other breakup. Around last year, I fell in love with my soon-to-be third girlfriend. We hit it off really well, and things seemed great for so long. We never fought, and our friends said we were great for each other. It was unfortunately a long-distance relationship, and I told myself I'd never get into one again, but this sort of just happened naturally. Throughout our relationship, the only problems we had was past traumas. My girlfriend struggled with the feeling of being worthless and disposable. She claimed that one day I would leave her, and she was always ready for it. No matter how much I told her I wanted to be with her, she never truly could shake off the insecurities. Fast forward to April 2024. This was our 1-year anniversary, and things were still going good. We planned a trip to California to officially meet up in June, and we were working hard to be able to afford it. Even though making the money to make the trip happen was hard, we would always talk about how excited we were to hold each other, kiss, and snuggle. Eventually, June came, and there was 20 days until our trip. There was a few times where my GF told me that it felt like I didn't love her anymore. I did my best to comfort her, because I did love her. I appreciated our time together, and even though there were times where I was stressed from work, I always spent time with her. Then it was the day of the trip. Everything leading up to now was great, but this was the first big step in our relationship. When I met her, it went fine. We were teasing each other and having a good time, though we were both shy, and I especially was quiet as I was adjusting to the new place. And then it all went downhill. She hardly gave me any attention. It was like we were complete strangers and not the lovers we used to be. She wouldn't look in my direction and wouldn't interact with me. It hurt more than I could have ever imagined. Eventually, we talked about it, and she said that she felt like I didn't want to be around her, which didn't make sense to me. I was initiating conversation, asking to hold her hand, and saying how I felt about her. The problem is now we started fighting. Every time I tried to communicate, it would end up as an argument. One day we sat down together to just talk, and she said that she couldn't be the girl I wanted her to be. She was right about this. She didn't like physical contact and wasn't very good at reciprocating compliments and affection throughout the whole relationship. At the time, I told her that didn't matter because I wanted to be with her. She was the one I wanted to spend my life with. After the trip, we went back to our normal life together. We spent time together, watched movies, and played games. Then came the fateful day. We were in a call, and I heard her sniffling, so I asked her if she was feeling all right. She got upset and said that she's been sick for a week. Then she said the words I still hear. "It's like you forgot everything about me." As I heard this, my heart broke. I was upset, and I acted rash and responded with, "I don't know what you want me to do anymore," then hung up on her. I felt really bad about this. It was a spur-of-the-moment response, and I did apologize profusely. But 2 days after we decided to mutually break up, it was clear to me at the time that it wasn't going to get better. We talked again 3 days later after no contact, and we ended up arguing again. I said that I was hurt from the trip and never felt that alone in my life. She said that this has been a problem for months. According to her, I had fallen out of love with her months ago, and I stopped caring. But to me, this wasn't the truth. She told me that she likely would never believe that I loved her again. We have since stopped talking completely, but I haven't got over it yet. I miss her so much, and every moment I just want to text her again. I know deep down that we should never get back together because it is already too far gone. But that doesn't stop me from wanting to talk to her again. Today was a really rough day. I fell asleep thinking about our past and woke up to her favorite song. I still have a few friends who are in contact with her, so I can't truly forget about her. I feel like it was my fault that we broke up, and I should have done so much more. I blame myself entirely, even though I remember the pain I felt on the trip. I still wish she would text me again. I'm too scared to be the one to text her.